Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Maddie if you're new here, and this is The Short Stop, a student-produced podcast brought to you by The Pitch. This week, we're going to be talking to Gabe Vordick. He is also a senior here at WJ, and he's going to be talking a little bit about some experiences he's had battling illness, physical illness, over the past 4 years of his high school experience. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Okay, I'm here with Gabe. Gabe, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Gabe Vordick, and I'm a senior here at WJ.
All right, so based on how people see you and perceive you, what is something that you want people to know that they wouldn't necessarily know based on just that first impression?
So the major thing that I want people to know is that constantly, for the past 5 years, I've had chronic stomach pain. So every day I wake up and my stomach hurts, and it hurts all day, and it's hurt all day for the past 5 years. But I haven't let that stop me. If you've seen me around, it doesn't look like I'm in pain. I just look like a normal person walking through the halls. And that's the point. Over the past 5 years, I've done a lot to get to this point. In middle school, in 8th grade, I missed like 5 months of school. But now I'm here full time, and I have been since like the middle half of 10th grade. So I didn't go to school that much in 8th grade. I slowly got back. I was coming like 2 periods a day. And it was at the point where I had no clue how long I was going to be at this state, where I'm like, I'm not really coming to school. I'm not learning anything. Like, what's the point of me actually even being here? I got to high school, and it was a little better. I was coming 4 days a week. I would miss about a day a week, and I suffered in some of my classes because of it. I got B's that I didn't think I would get B's in. My grades weren't what I wanted them to be, but there wasn't really anything I could do about that. I just had to keep going. 10th grade was different. I went to the Mayo Clinic in Minnesota, and I spent a month there learning how to deal with it. But not quite. I learned how to live with my pain and not associate it as this negative thing. It's just now a part of me.
Can you give us some examples of like things that they taught you at the Mayo Clinic?
So part of it was like removing unnecessary stress from your life. There's things that that stress you out that don't need to. So like grades used to be something I focused on, but now a bad grade doesn't affect me as much anymore, because then it's just a downward spiral. It doesn't help me to worry about my grades constantly, because I know that if I try my best, and even if I don't do well, I'm still trying my best, and that's all I can do. Other things were that there's certain things called pain behaviors so like, for example, when you're sick, oftentimes you'll like be like, oh, I'm sick, and you'll act a certain way to like fit that profile. If you're like, yeah, I'm sick, but maybe I need to stay home from school today, but tomorrow I'll be back, you'll be back the next day. But if you like stay in bed and you just give in, you won't succeed.
So it's like a mindset thing.
It's all a mindset. It's nothing about me physically changed when I went to the Mayo Clinic and came back. It was all how I was thinking about everything. I really learned a new way to think while I was there. It's completely different from the way I think now, before.
So has your pain been reduced since middle school, or just your mindset?
My pain is pretty much the same. It's my mindset. So like in middle school, that's all I thought about. Like I would wake up and I would feel pain, and I wouldn't go to school, and I would go to bed. And all I would think about is, I'm in so much pain right now. And now I still have moments, of course, where the pain is there and I'm like, I'm in pain. But I don't show it. I don't let that stop me. I keep going. The pain itself has not changed since middle school.
Do you feel like it's affected you friendship-wise since you were diagnosed?
I feel like in middle school, I lost contact with a bunch of people who might not have been super close to me before, and then I wasn't at school, and it's out of sight, out of mind to an extent. But I feel like because of it, I got some really good friends who I know actually care about me.
So you've had, in a weird way, benefited from...
I think I absolutely have benefited from having 5 years of chronic pain. I mean, yeah, the first 3 years sucked, but these last few years have been pretty good.
And is this going to be the rest of your life? You're going to have to deal with this?
No clue. Doctors don't know. I don't know. Supposedly I could grow out of it within the next 5 years, or it's with me for the rest of my life. I have absolutely no clue.
And do you think, going into college and stuff, you're going to tell people about it? Or do you think, because oftentimes things like that will define you when people know about, illnesses that you have or genetic things. That's something that would define a person. So do you think that you're going to want to tell people about it, or wait till you make friends, or maybe just never say anything about it because you're clearly managing your life?
So with some people I've told, they will constantly ask me, like, are you okay right now? Like, does it hurt right now? And, like, I don't want that. I don't want people, bringing that up to me.
Do you say yes when they ask you?
I'm like, yeah, it hurts, but, like, no, it's not bothering me. I'm fine. But I don't want to not tell people who I get close with, because it's a huge part of my life, and it defines who I am right at this moment.
Right.
And it's going to define who I am in a few years. So if I meet someone and I get close to them, I'm going to tell them and make it clear that it doesn't matter now. This is a thing that happened, but it's an important part of me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go around telling everybody I meet, hey, I have chronic pain, nice to meet you. Hey, I have chronic pain, nice to meet you.
Yeah. So I know that you do parkour.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to speak to how maybe that became a part of your life because of chronic stomach pain? Like, were they related?
Yes. So I used to play travel soccer, and I couldn't anymore once it started. I just dropped that completely from my life. And I needed something else to exercise, sort of to just, like, blow off steam to an extent. So I told my mom that I wanted to do parkour, and then ever since that, and I found a place where I could do it, I've been doing it. And it's good because it distracts me, and I can put a lot of effort into it, and I can get something out of it. And soccer at times can be a toxic environment where you're getting, like, it's all stress, but in parkour it's just you, it's your own, you take it at your pace, your development, so it's nice.
So you think that's also kind of like helped with the mentality thing of the, like, getting in your own head but, like, not being scared to be in your own head?
Possibly. I think that if I had kept up soccer I would have been fine, but in the long run I've been really happy that I stopped playing soccer.
Yeah. Okay, any last thoughts or things that you want to share with people?
No, I don't think so. I think, it's just, the biggest thing is that one little misstep, or even a big misstep, is not the end of the world. You can rebound if you focus on it and try to get better.
All right. Thanks so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks again for tuning in, guys. Like I said before, if you or anyone else would be okay with being interviewed, just let me know or let Miss Bradley know. You can find her in the pitch room or in her office. Thanks again, and we'll see you next week.